Hello, is it me you're looking for? Too bad, cause it's me you get. Hey, invest in yourself. How you doing, baby? uh, how we doing tonight? You working? You out there working hard? I know you are. Of this I am certain. Get this thing in the middle here. Here we go. And watch some funny. Watch some funny and scary. We just gonna watch scary, but I came across this TikTok thing compilation I thought was hilarious. When alpha males get confronted by their mothers. That's funny. Oh, you on an investment property? You a mover and a shaker, ain't you? You's a mover and a shaker. Both moving and shaking. Oh, here we go. The ghetto conscious always come in with the same term. It's gotta be copied and pasted. They said the same thing every time you pop in here. Like red, it's red pill for life. We ain't go with nowhere. Tell Kevin Samuels tell us that we gotta go now. Cause anyway. Oh, this is for you. Hey, yo. All right. What's going on 23rd Street? MAB. What's the MAB stand for? Let's see. Uh, hmm. I don't know. What's the MAB stand for? 23rd. Let me know. Let me know. Yes. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now. Oh, it's a sad turn of events. Y'all want to hear something funny? Guess what I did just a little bit ago? What's up, Bernie? I was just being nosy again, and I popped up. I like to go into people's lives that are kind of typically off putting. And so I went into this one. I've never been into one of these before. I don't remember the name of it, but it was white dudes, but it was like, um, I mean, it seemed pleasant enough, but it was like in listening to them, but the channel's purpose or whatever is like I won't say uh like beige supremacy. I don't think I'm supposed to say that term, but I don't. You know what I mean? Like, like my cord color, supremacy, like this color, supremacy. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's it was like that kind of station, and so I was just curious to see. Like I was expecting for it to be aggressive, but it wasn't. It wasn't aggressive, and I was like, just listening to them, I was like, it don't sound that different from Red Pill. Except for like it's like it's like the fight is the same, the enemy's just different. But the fight looks about the same. No, it's less aggressive. Like they were less aggressive than the Red Pill. But was odd. It was the oddest thing. I sat in there for like 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. and listened, and I was like, wow, it's weird that like there's all these white dudes out there that are feeling like the same thing that the red pills is talking about. They feel they're feeling that, except for it's not, the enemy's not the same. Or I can't even say there was an enemy. It's like they're fighting for their right to be recognized. So the fight is the same, like which is the same thing the red pill is like. We're not being acknowledged. We're not being paid attention to. And that's pretty much the same shit that they were saying. It was like, why can't we be proud of ourselves? Why do we gotta support somebody else? Same argument that the red pill got. So they got a lot in common. Maybe they could start hanging out together, and then, till it come time to drag somebody behind something that looks like a pickup truck, then it's gonna look different. Then it's gonna change the dynamic a little bit. What's going on? Bernie in his ass. You must be in, like, there's no way you just be in here with me. Because if I was to click on somebody else's live right now, I bet I'd see you. So you must have like multiple thingies open all at the same time, and you just be in everybody's stream simultaneously. That got to be it. That got to be it. That's the answer. Y'all want to watch something funny?
Yeah, so I saw your little podcast the other day talking about how men run the world and women were only put here to cater to men, and men have contributed more to society than women. Oh, and my personal favorite, women were not fit to be leaders. Last time I checked, I carried you for 9 months. I gave birth to you. I took the leadership role in our household when your dad was too much of a coward too. I supported all your dreams and aspirations. I gave you the advice and guidance that you still come to me for until this day. So please explain to me just how unimportant my role as a woman is in this society. Go ahead. We built the... Speak up. We built stuff. And why are you stuttering? Why are you stuttering? Because you have no problem spilling that BS out to the random women you be having on your podcast. So I'm asking you to keep that same energy with me. Keep that same energy with your mama. Mama, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking... Oh, you wasn't talking about me. Am I not a woman? Let me guess. Mom is a separate gender? There's male, female, and mom? Is that it? Talk to me. Hello? Since my role as a woman is so unimportant, I don't need to play it anymore. So you can take your manly ass and get up out my house. Come on, mama who? Mama who? Who that? Yeah, get on up out of here.
As a man, I should be able to have sex with her mother. Hey, I paid the water bill last month, all right? Okay, yes, you have a doctor's degree, but that's not important. We're not asking about that. We're asking about something that matters. Can you clean behind that toilet? We want a freak that engages in celibacy, okay? You should not be having no bodies before I get there. One body is too much. Single women with children belong in jail. The only reason women go to places like grocery stores, the doctor's office, and church is because they want attention from men. So worried about enjoying your life. You think your grandmother was enjoying her life? No. She was raised to stay in the house and whip that chicken in the kitchen. I consider breathing cheating. Because why are you breathing if I'm not there? You know what type of women breathe? Porn stars. The woman, you should not be acting like you have a mind of your own, okay? If that man tells you to go bite that baby, then you better go bite that baby. I am an alpha male. Man, you a bitch. Man, shut the fuck up, man.
Oh, this one's hilarious.
Beta. Come on out, you beta. Don't you want to hear my podcast? Don't you want advice on how to coerce women into sex? Don't you agree that women should be obedient? Don't you want to hear my fire original analogy about keys and locks?
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Don't you want to help us give young boys advice on how to be real men? You're teaching them how to be misogynists and predators. Join the Red Pill movement. There's nowhere left to hide. Maybe there is. I'm a alpha.
Hey, bro. Dude.
Huh?
What's the holdup? You find him yet?
No, I just,
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
find him.
What do you mean you can't find him?
It feels like he's right in front of me, clear as day. Don't know how I'm missing him, but I just cannot seem to find him. I
That's
don't.
not high, that's beta shit,
Bro,
bro.
shut up, bro. Let me. Is he over here?
You need any help, my
No,
guy?
I got it. I'm just trying to hit all the spots. You are not hitting the right spots at all.
2 hours later.
Bro, what are you doing? You're taking forever.
Uh-huh. See, you can't find him either, huh? You can't, huh?
Don't come at my masculinity like that. I am perfectly comfortable and secure about finding him. All right,
Me too.
I am a master
Me
at
too.
finding him. Okay,
I invented it.
I just need to really.
It took me a minute to get the joke. It was like, because he put up the sign and said, "Quit," so that they, that they say the men can't find it. And so once he hold that up, they couldn't find him. They couldn't see him.
Analyze the area real quick. I got a hot take right now. Hot take. I'm starting to think he never existed. I was about to say the exact same thing, bro.
Know what
Because
I mean?
if he did exist, he wouldn't be so difficult to find. You know what I mean? I'm not the problem. Are you guys seriously what women got to deal with? What the fuck? I say we just go to the next house and convert the next beta. You know what I mean? I did my job. I got off. You know what I mean? Exactly. I don't got to prove myself. I'm a man.
Oh, shit, there he is. Oh, never mind. Hey, where'd your mom park?
Alpha Male Training Facility.
Kevin Samuels.
Hot value. Hot value.
High value man. Kevin Samuels shit. Kevin Samuels.
Submit.
Value, high value man. Kevin Samuels.
Join us, my brother, as we wage war against these low-value females in the name of the father we never had, Kevin Samuels, the son that we will not raise fit, and the holy fresh. Do you not know that these hoes have kids? Kids! That means the vagina has been used. Used vagina. Used. What man want a vagina that don't come with a tag on it? I can't get jiggy with that shit.
Kevin Samuels said. Kevin Samuels said.
Everything right here in the book of our Lord and Savior Kevin Samuels. My alpha levels are reaching 9,000. Kevin Samuels said, Kevin Samuels said, Kevin Samuels said, Kevin Samuels said.
Oh my God. The funniest part, Kevin Samuel said, Kevin Samuel said, Kevin Samuel said. The father we never had, Kevin Samuels. The son we never raised, fit, and the holy fresh. Oh my God. I had to share that. That was hilarious. I saw it right before I came on here. For the rest of this time, we will be watching scurry shit. This is our fate tonight. Says oh, I'll put the tag in the video underneath. It's in the little info thing. It's the first the first tag is the one from the TikTok. Kevin Samuel said, Kevin Samuel said. Oh, yes, honey. What's going on? Sis? Shaquille? Kylie? I'm going to go with Shaquille. Argenti. I knew a Armenti. What's going on? Kevin Samuel Sid. Kevin Samuel Sid. What Kevin Samuel said? Kevin Samuel said. Kevin Samuel said a lot of shit, honey. All right. I'm gonna have to move this. Lock these things in place. Image lock. Video capture lock. Second image lock. And window capture don't lock. Chat box. Kevin Samuel said. Kevin Samuel said. Kevin Samuel said. Kevin Samuel said. What Kevin Samuel said? Right? It do. Kevin Samuel said. Kevin Samuel said. Kevin Samuel said. Oh my gosh. We hear it because we hear it so much. It is a chant. It definitely is a chant. Oh, thank you, Shaquille. I know I'm fucking that name up, but thank you. Let me see. Lock and lock. All right. Who's ready to get into some scurry shit tonight? I'm ready to get into some scary shit. I am ready. I ain't going nowhere. Kevin Samuel said. That is going to be stuck in my head. Kevin Samuel said. Kevin Samuel said. Kevin Samuel said. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. What you think about Tommy Sotomayor attacking the female on Fresh and Fit? I mean, I've always taken extreme issue with women physically hitting men. The reason why is because I take issue with bullying. I see that as an extreme bullying because it's actually like, because women subconsciously, even if they don't, even if they're mad, not thinking about what they're doing, subconsciously they have it in their mind that that men aren't supposed to hit women. So because they know that, like women who will like hit men, the reason they do it is because they think in their mind that the man doesn't have the right to protect to like hit her back, like that it's like a weapon in itself, the thought. And so her swinging on him, like if her and him was in an arena together, right? And somebody came over the speaker thing and said, y'all gotta fight, y'all gonna fight each other. You mad at him? Okay, y'all get to fight each other. No rules, no laws, no nothing. Y'all just fight. She's gonna start talking real logical to him. You know why? Because she knows that he can actually whoop her ass. But because she knows that this rule is here, she could just go all out and do all of this stuff. And then just like this, I saw that happen. I saw it. She swung at him. Like he can talk as much shit. They talk shit all the time. Like that's what's going on right now. Men talking shit to women. But he didn't swing on her first. She swung at him. Now, seeing as how all those people were between them and trying to split it up, yeah, he definitely showed a little bitch. He showed a little bit of bitch because he's like, if that was a dude who swung, yeah, it's like when you try to swing on somebody who's being held, use a bitch. Like you use a bitch. Like that's not fair. Yeah, you know. So especially with the factor of it being a female, it's like it wasn't like he was just consistently being attacked. So, you know, he could have removed himself. It wasn't like he wasn't being hostile himself. So he definitely had that thing in it. Like he had plenty of kind of time. But the fact that like guys nowadays just have there's a lot of bitchness. Just like they complain about it's not fair, it's not fair. It's like it's never been fair. Your ancestors, your great grandfather, it wasn't fair for him either. But guess what he didn't do? He didn't sit in the corner and cry. He didn't sit in the corner and cry. Our grandfathers didn't do that. Our great grandfathers did not do that. They did not sit in the corner and cry about how it isn't fair. So it is bitchness. It's bitchness. But she was wrong. She started it. And he only got actually fully hostile once that guy came up behind them, because I guess the guy could tell it was about to turn into something and wanted to remove her. He only got hostile once that happened, because she became more hostile once the guy came to remove her. She got like actually aggressive. And they were so close to each other, So, I mean, I get it, but I don't like that shit. That's like a super asshole fucking thing to do for a woman to swing on a dude, because she know in her mind, she thinks, not even I know, it's I think that he can't do anything about it without fucking himself. You know what I'm saying? And then when she gets struck, if she falls to the floor, she become a victim. Like when they leave that situation, she'd be super aggressive. But when they leave that situation and she's telling the story, she become the victim super quick. Like it's just like them tears come. Oh. It's like, man, people get shot like that. You don't get to cry after you get killed, okay? So you need to start picking and choosing your battles, ma'am. You do that and get shot, you're not gonna get to have your cry moment. Okay, that's gonna be your mama's job at the funeral. So people need to just keep their hands to themselves in general. If you can't express yourself like a normal human being, then sit the fuck down. You damn sure don't need to be in the general public if you don't know how to control yourself. So that's how I feel about the Sotomayor thing. But he's a dick. I watched his after the show. He was in his feelings. Did y'all see it? He was like on his patio. He got home. He's out on his patio, or I don't know if it's his patio but he was on the patio wherever he was staying at. And he was like venting about it. Oh my God. He sounded like a super bitch. He was like, fuck that bitch. And that's why these bitches. I'm like, thanks for proving her point. She still had a point. And you proved it on your patio when you got home and cried about it. So in the end, I think she kind of won. I think she ended up winning the fight, because you ended up exposing yourself some more afterwards. Yes. Kevin Samuel said. All right, Rick is ready. Let's get into some scurry shit.
Scary things caught on camera. Shadow people. Ghosts of Carmel. A man named Kent says that he began to experience strange occurrences after moving into his house in Carmel, Maine. He says that he began to hear odd noises in the middle of the night and see strange apparitions all around his home.
Another thing that's going on nonstop is they say my name. I mean, constantly they're saying my name. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if they don't say my name right now.
After doing some investigation, he found that his house had once been owned by an undertaker, and that the residence served as a funeral home from the years 1906 to 1919. Kent began to post videos of his strange encounters to his YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine.
I'm uploading a YouTube video now.
In this investigation of his house, an odd voice seems to repeat what Ken is saying.
I think I heard a knock on that door.
The tone of the voice almost sounds like the spirit is mocking Kent, but you be the judge.
Or it's an echo of some sort.
And the story gets even creepier. In this clip, Kent begins to hear strange noises and experiences an odd smell coming from his upstairs bedroom. So he grabs his camera and starts recording.
We're gonna do a complete walkthrough. Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God! No! Oh.
That nigga was sitting right on your bed, like, yes, honey, come to bed.
So did Kent catch a shadow being on tape? Or is it all just a hoax? You decide.
Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God!
No, that's real. I'm gonna tell y'all. I know y'all think. I know what y'all are thinking. And in any other house, I would say I agree. I concur. But this dude, I think we watched a little bit of a clip from the last time. But his house, for real, on some for real shit, is for real haunted. Like something, there's like this same figure. It's like some kind of weird black figure thing. It floats it, but it takes on like a humanish shape. But it can also do other stuff. It's like weird. It's weird. It's something odd in his house.
No. Oh.
By the way, Ken has posted many videos of his ghost encounters over on his YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. So be sure to check it out for his full ghost investigations.
Yeah.
Something on the stairs. This next video was sent in to me by Ryan Hulse. Ryan claims that when he was younger, he would randomly see a large black mass, around 7 feet tall, at odd locations both inside and outside of his house. Of course, no one ever believed him. So one night he decided to try to catch the strange shadow person on tape. Almost 7 years later, and Ryan still has the video.
Right. Second date. It's been okay so far, but what the f? This is what I mean. Crazy.
Ooh, I done already jumped. Ain't nothing happened yet.
Whoa! Oh my God. Need a light on. Oh my. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Oh my.
Nah,
Oh.
bro. Going outside, bro. Not staying in here, bro.
Phone's upstairs. Oh my. I clear. I'm leaving the fuck. I'm leaving lights on. This.
Yes, FP. This is what I love. Do you not love me? This is why I love.
I swear to I seen something.
You don't want me to be happy?
Right, okay. Right. I need to go. There's my phone.
You gonna go upstairs? I know you Caucasian. Only Caucasian people are this secure. Oh, stop moving your camera like that. Scaring the
As
shit out
Ryan
of me,
ascends
man.
the stairs, you can hear a strange hiss. Ryan says that after this incident, he never saw the bizarre black mass again, almost as if this strange confrontation had somehow driven it away. Now, I know everyone is gonna ask, why did he turn the lights off? And I actually asked Ryan that exact question myself, and he said that the only time he ever saw the shadow was when the lights were dim or off. So that's why he had the lights turned off, to try to record the phenomenon.
Okay, that's the reason to keep the lights on. If I realize that the only time a ghost show up is when I'm eating ramen noodles, guess what I'm not gonna do? It's like, I'm gonna eat ramen in somebody else's house. That's what I'm gonna do. Just not gonna eat it in my house. How about that? Oh my God, the power of Kevin compels you. The power of Kevin. Kevin Samuelson. Kevin Samuelson. yes, the theme of the night, it appears. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell you something that I don't appreciate. Houses that have that where you need the key to open your front fucking door. I I don't understand that. So if a burglar come in or if somebody attack you, you need to always have your keys in your hand at all times. You can't get out because you can't get out. Why would you need a key to unlock your door to get out? You feel me? Like if somebody would say living in your attic or something, like in the scary movies they do. And then he starts chasing you around the house. You got to run a couple of laps because apparently you need to find your way to wherever your keys are. You know how hard it is to find your keys when you need them? You got to find your keys, get to the door, put your key in the door to get out. Oh, bitch, I'm jumping through the fucking window. I'm going to get all cut up, honey. I'm just going to throw myself through the glass. You going to have to kill me outside. I ain't dying in here alone and where ain't nobody going to find my body for days and be in here rotting. No. I'm going to die outside with witnesses. This is what I'm going to die. I'm going to bleed to death outside this window is what I'm going to do. That's what I always said. If somebody ever tried to carjack me, man, I say you picked the wrong car because I already know what happens next. So I'm not going to a second destination. So we going to die in this car. Either we going to die in this car or you going to kill me in this car and you're not going to get any of whatever you came for. But I'm not going to a second destination. I ain't going out into the woods to be secluded, to be tortured before I'm killed when I could be killed in this perfectly nice lit, well-lit parking lot. Like this is a perfectly fine place to die, okay? I will never understand that. If somebody get in your car and say, drive. Okay, sure. I will go to this because you should have a convenient place to murder me. Let's go find a convenient place for you to torture me first and then murder me. Nah, nigga, you picked the wrong fucking car. I'm about to run us into the first thing that I see that's standing real still like a pole. I'm gonna be like, yes, whatever you say. Okay. I'm gonna ride into another car. If I can't find a car, nigga, we running into a pole. Fuck that. I ain't even gonna fucking drive. I ain't doing it. I'm just gonna be like, nah, nigga. I'm gonna try to open this door. You're gonna have to shoot me right now. This is what's popping. Don't mind me just watching. That's what's going on. I'm gonna have me a nice casket funeral. No, I'm getting cremated, y'all. I ain't having no funeral. I'm gonna be. They're gonna be able to find my remains. Is what I'm saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Like I would like to murder you, but I would like to do it in privacy. Can you drive, please, ma'am? Like, yeah, nah, man, nah, sir. We're gonna fight to the death right here. We're gonna fight to the death right here, right where we at. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for your service.
So, did Ryan Hulse capture a real ghost on camera? Or is it all a hoax? A 7-year-long hoax? Let me know what you think. Walker in the Woods. The Czech YouTube channel TV Twix decided to explore a haunted forest in the Czech Republic. They do the typical spirit box session.
Začneme. Haló, je tu někdo? Kdo je tady s náma? Co říkala?
But strangely, shortly into the session, the batteries on their camera and the spirit box both begin to die. So, they call it quits. But by far, the strangest thing in the video occurs near the end. As they are wrapping up, they begin to hear strange noises behind them.
Trumbo.
Oh, thank you. Are they running towards it or away from it? Thank you, invest in yourself. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you. You know that I do.
Some dark figure seems to float across the path behind them and into the woods. They run to investigate, but find nothing there. So did they catch a shadow being on camera? Or is it all just a hoax? You decide. Shadow Runner.
Looked like
Wesley
something.
Wolf had been out drinking all night with his friends on his birthday. When he arrived home early Friday morning, he found that he was locked out of his family home. Since he didn't want to wake his parents, he simply decided to hang out outside and play games on his PlayStation Vita until someone woke up. Then, he started hearing the neighborhood dogs going crazy over something. He decided to record a little video of the field around his house to see if he could catch whatever they might be barking at. He did capture it, but it was something much stranger than he expected. Wesley says that even though he didn't even notice the strange shadow, that soon after recording the video, a sudden wave of fear came over him. He went and pounded on the door of the house until one of his parents woke up and let him in. So is this an odd trick of the light? Did Wesley just have a bit too much to drink that night? Or is this a real shadow being caught on camera? You decide.
It's a person in black walking. Oh my God. White people see people walking in the dark wearing black. They get real scared. They get real scared. Oh my gosh. Like, you should have been banging on your door. I ain't gonna sit out on my, like, what they gonna wait? What you gonna wait until they wake up in the morning? Is that what you mean? Like, what? Oh, they sleep. I'll wait till they wake up. So what, go to the bathroom? How are you gonna know that they got up to go to the bathroom? Like they come and check out the door every time they go to the bathroom? I mean, what? That didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense.
Just around the corner. On the YouTube channel HRJ Paranormal Adventures, a guy called Hillbilly Rob explores some creepy, allegedly haunted, abandoned places. In this video, he's exploring an abandoned nursing home. When he enters one particular room, his EVP meter goes nuts.
Okay. Dude, it is going off. Who's in here with us? No, that thing is going nuts.
He also receives a bizarre, unexplained scratch on his shoulder. But Hillbilly Rob didn't even notice the most bizarre thing that he captured that night until he reviewed his video later. As Rob rounds a corner, he captures what almost looks like the shape of a head peering around the doorway. It's so quick, it's hard to even notice, but it actually seems to move back out of sight as he enters. But what do you think? Is this a shadow person or ghost peering around the corner? Or is it just a weird reflection or a camera glitch? By the way, you can check out Hillbilly Rob's Supernatural Investigation.
Or a homeless person. Well, I guess he ain't homeless now. He got that home he living in. That video of the naked crackhead chasing down a car was scary. What was that? He said, Oh, wait, you talking about the one that jumped like I don't think he did he jump through a windshield or something like through the back of a car window or something like that? He like banged his head through it, like straight through it. He wasn't no crackhead, if that's the guy. He was on that stuff. I forget what it was called. Remember that stuff that had that dude eating the other dude's face on the bridge that time? He was on that. He was on that.
Investigations over on his channel, HRJ Paranormal Adventures. So, most of the videos in this week's top 5 were actually sent in to me by viewers. And if you want to submit or suggest any videos for the top 5, you can do that at facebook.com/nukestop5. Just click on the send message button and link the video. Unfortunately, I don't get to see every single message, but if you attach a scary video or link, it will definitely be passed along to me.
Yes, honey. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. Ooh, earthquake.
If you're alone right now, grab a buddy, because these are 30 scary videos you should not watch on your own. Number 30, Classroom Quake. School is the last place most people want to be in general, but in a crisis, there's an added layer of angst. Published by the Anchorage School District in December of 2018, a classroom security camera captured the scary magnitude 7.1 quake as it hit Anchorage, Alaska on November 30th of that same year at about 8:30 in the morning. The video shows the room and its objects start to tremble as the camera begins to shake. Coached for such an event, the students know what to do as they jump under their desks without any prompting from the teacher, who ducks under a desk as well. The projector shakes the most aggressively, while objects are seen falling from the desks and walls. The power goes out for a moment and you can hear the teacher trying to keep the students calm.
Cover your mouth with your shirt.
After the initial quaking comes to an end, the teacher tells the kids to remain under the desks.
Everybody okay? Breathe in. Stay underneath the table.
After a while, the fire alarm goes off, and the students retreat from the classroom. More than 80 aftershocks followed throughout the day, with 3 reaching magnitudes of 5.0 or greater. One of them occurred just 6 minutes after this original quake. Way to keep calm
David.
and carry on.
Welcome,
Number
baby.
29, Ghost Ship. In early January, the Royal Thai Navy encountered a real ghost ship near an oil rig in the Gulf of Thailand. The derelict cargo ship was found drifting about 90 nautical miles off of the island of Koh Samui. A patrol boat was set to offer assistance, but when it arrived, it found a 260-foot unmanned freighter full of rust. The ship looked on the verge of sinking. The patrol boat is seen in the video posted to the Royal Thai Navy Facebook page, arriving alongside the creepy ghost ship in the middle of the night. A boarding team was ordered to investigate and found the freighter had heavy damage and was flooding. It also appeared to have been abandoned in a hurry, or was perhaps looted after it was abandoned, as items were strewn about inside. In trying to salvage the vessel and investigate further, the team pumped enough water out of it to enter the engine room, but in the end the vessel could not be saved as it sank while they attempted to tow it, sending all further clues as to its origins 90 feet to the bottom of the ocean. The ghost vessel had no identity.
That's Chills. That's how he talk, baby. If you watch any of his videos, that's how he talks. That's Chills. That's like his signature, how he speaks on his videos. It's scary. Like all his videos are like this. His name is Chills. You get used to it. You get used. It's like an acquired taste. Like now, it don't even sound odd to me. It sounds like when I first started like watching like this kind of stuff. It was like, why is he talking like that? It's weird. But now it's like, it would be odd if he wasn't.
Identifying documentation, making its origins a complete mystery. Number 28, color changing star, posted to the r/chills narrator subreddit. Redditor The Cheese is Moist writes, if I'm tripping, then don't come at me in the comments, but is that star changing colors? In the video, he zooms in on a star in the distance. The closer the zoom, the more clear it is that the star is rapidly changing colors. I've never seen a star ever do this before. Is it a satellite? Or is there something more nefarious at play here? Number 27,
Airplane.
Pyromaniac Poltergeist.
No
Things are
lie.
getting out of hand with this Pyro Poltergeist, published by Memoria Sobrenatural Inc. in December of 2021. The spirits first make their presence known in this haunted place via EMF meter. The crew tries to communicate with the spirits and the window shutter slowly opens, perhaps to distract from the fire being set behind them. When they leave the building, they see a dark figure cross a doorway in the firelight. Later, they're back inside and they hear clinking.
Cara, que sentimento horrível, pessoal.
And then a loud bang.
Cara do céu!
The flame they lit earlier goes out suddenly. Then, as they attempt to detect a presence using the EMF meter, the spirits send them up in flames.
Cara do céu!
Do you think this team finally got the message? This poltergeist couldn't be any clearer. He wants them gone. I don't think I'd ever go back to that place. Number 26, procrastinating poltergeists. It seems these poltergeists have left their group project until the last minute. Published by Amar Ajola in September of 2014. This scary video caught some paranormal activity in a computer lab in Delhi's Karkardoma court. The footage shows a man sitting in a computer lab. He appears to be waiting to capture some strange activity on his camera, and then it happens. One computer monitor turns on, after another, after another. They each turn on in their own time across the lab. No one else is in the room, so the mysterious behavior of the monitors is unnerving. Some think it's a prank using remote activation. Others think it's a ghost programmer needing to complete a project. Many note the orb activity in the video. Are these the entities that are present? It's certainly seeming that way to me. Number 25, Supernatural Sleepwalker. This sleep
Now, that was like a science project thing. Why were there balloons sitting in front of each of one of the monitors, like across the counter? That was clearly some type of science project thing. He was like a super geek. Oh, I love smart people. They're the best. You know, people like you know, like in the incel community, they'll refer to themselves as geeks or nerds because they're not popular. People associate unpopularness with being a geek or a nerd, but those two things are not like, what's the word? They're not it's not like if you're unpopular, you're a geek or a nerd. A geek or a nerd, those are smart people. Those are people who are more into intelligent things than they are with social things. You know what I mean? Like they are, you know, is the word intellectual, like because it's like they'd be like into like electronics and computer stuff and just educationally like type stuff. They're consumed with that and not social things. So that's what a geek or nerd is. You are not a nerd if you are not smart. You're not intelligent. You don't even have no fucking hobbies aside from just, you know, and you just happen to not be good with girls. That's just a basic plain incel. Okay. So I hate when I see people who are not intelligent and refer to themselves as they don't like the geeky guy. You don't know if we like the geeky guy. I like the geeky guy. I love the geeky guy. Okay. Intelligence is what's that? Sapiosexual? Absolutely. That's the best. attracted to intelligence. That's hot. Intelligence is hot. It's sexy. It's dope. It's like it's wonderful. Okay.
Sleepwalker has a few tricks up his sleeve. Published to the Thai channel Haunted Before Bed, this security footage captures a sleepwalker's misadventures overnight, and they're scarier than you can even imagine. The sleepwalker is seen standing over his bedmate, then sitting straight up in bed. A little later, he is posed strangely like he's dancing. Another room security camera captures him standing over a table, staring at it for a moment. Then he reaches his arm towards a water bottle on the far end of the table. This is where things get truly creepy. His arm stretches like Gumby to grab the bottle, and then retracts to a normal length. Later, as he sits back in bed, an arm reaches out from under the bed. This time, it's not his Gumby arm.
Oh my God, that looks so fake, y'all. Look at that arm. It looks like a straight computer arm.
It's someone else's. A couple of guys are shown sleeping in another room at around 2:40 in the morning when suddenly a woman's scream is heard. They both get up from bed to investigate, and as they do, they hear a crashing sound like broken glass.
Broken glass everywhere. If it ain't about the money, Papa just don't care.
They open the door to find the bed empty of its two occupants and a human-like figure crouched on a windowsill, its eyes glowing as it looks at them. The figure then jumps from the second floor. The cameraman races to the window, but only darkness reigns. What was this figure? And where did the sleepwalker and his roommate go? It's a twisted nightmare in the making. Number 24, Battle of...
No, I know what that was. That was from Luxurious, what is it called? It's like Luxurious Life or something like that. They have this like hilarious, it's supposed to be like funny things, like they go to these places to try to investigate these things, but it's all like just like this made up stuff, but they do it the exact same way every single time, but it'll be like a little bit of a difference thing. And the monsters are always like weird like that.
Of the Jinn. When a Jinn comes to play, it's generally Gloves Off, published by Hassan Barbar in June of 2021. This scary video was filmed inside a not-so-abandoned building. The building alone is frightening, but when Hassan arrives at this room, it becomes more so. The Jinn starts throwing things around, and when he enters, he gets pipes thrown at him. Things are being flung at all angles, so Hassan retreats into an adjacent room for safety, but the Jinn won't let him hide out forever. It shoves something in the empty hole where a doorknob should be, and soon it bursts the door open.
Sure.
Hassan re-enters the haunted but now quiet room. As he continues around the building, the Jinn gets angrier and angrier. This continues and doesn't let up. Eventually, he's had enough and goes to leave, but as he does, it appears he's pushed down the stairs by an invisible force. A lot.
No, he wasn't pushed. That nigga slipped and fell. Or he just laid down. Convenient, he was only 2 steps up when it happened. Oh, that's funny. So is this what happens when if you drink gin? Boom, boom. But a gin is spelled J-I-N. But yes, pun Great pun. Let me see. I used to be able to see figures of people. Y'all want to hear something interesting? I haven't had my sleep paralysis like since. I mean, it's been almost 2 years. I think now. I think it would be like almost 2 years, maybe if not 2 years, since I've had it. And I thought it was because of me being in this place where I'm at, where I'm living right now. Like there's just no energy in here. But apparently my daughter had her first one here. So I'm like, oh shit. Well, damn. Oh, so yeah, wish me luck with that. Hopefully I won't I know I said that I kind of wanted it to happen again because I wanted to try what my brother told me. My brother told me how to use my sleep paralysis as like a sign that I'm close enough to sleep that I could just go ahead and almost like give in to me going just go the other way and go to sleep, and then I could control my dream because I would be going into it aware that I was already asleep. So, that's when you can control your dreams. If you can realize you're dreaming while you're dreaming, you can do whatever you want in them. Right? So, and my favorite thing to do in my dream is fly. That's like my favorite thing ever. Like the dreams that I have where I can fly. I can never fly very high. I can go up about as high as like telephone wires. It's like a running kind of and a jump and a go. I can get about that high, and then I can just kind of go around in circles and stuff. And then I come down, and then I gotta figure it out. And it's like I never can remember exactly how to do it. And I do it again, and it'll work. And I always wake up thinking I should still be able to do it. I think it's because subconsciously I always thought that I could fly. Well, not just me. I don't think I can fly. I think people can. I have this odd belief. I think that anything here on Earth can do. Anything that is living on Earth can do everything that is living on Earth can do. That's what I believe. So I believe you can fly. I believe people could live underwater. Like it's just a matter of not knowing how to. We don't know how to. But that we actually are capable of it. It's just like it's like kind of tuning in, almost like it's weird. I just always thought that.
A lot of racket is heard afterward. It looks like a door was thrown down the stairs at him. Was this the jinn's doing? It looks like he's not playing at all. I think everyone should be staying far away from this place. Number 23, Knee-High Jinn. This jinn wants to make himself a cup of tea. Published by Barak Dogan Paranormal in December of 2021. This scary video sees some strange creature creeping around this person's house. An unusual dark form is seen moving beyond a door frame into the next room. The cameraman captures the shape as it moves out of sight and then gets up to see what it is. He enters the kitchen, but there is nothing to be found. Is it a jinn, as the title suggests? Based on the figure I saw, something paranormal seems to be afoot here. Number 22, full body apparition. It's common knowledge that animals are very sensitive to spirits. This woman's dog seems to have detected something supernatural near the stairs. Published by Exploring with Felicity in December of 2021. This scary video captured a mysterious full-body apparition on camera. After her dog wouldn't approach the stairs, even for his ball, Felicity set up a security camera to see what was going on. Here's what she found. In a corner of the hallway near the stairs, an apparition appears for a moment. It moves around and then disappears before reappearing again and turning in place. It looks like a woman with long hair or a veil wearing a long dressing gown. The apparition disappears and reappears once more, much closer to the camera, but it looks like she's bent over this time and standing up, her hair hanging over her head. The image really gives me the chills. Is this a ghost nun, as some are suggesting in the comments? I'm not sure if that's the case. face, but whatever she is, she certainly doesn't seem very friendly. Number 21, ghost in the driveway.
You have dreamed 6 nights. Why is that something wrong with you? Most people dream. I think people dream. Don't people dream every night? They just sometimes don't remember. I think I thought if people dream every night, they just don't remember every time. Like they don't, like wake up and even remember that they were dreaming, that they had a dream. I didn't think that was an odd thing. Is that odd? You tell me, because I don't know anything about that. What you talking about? I didn't know. Kevin Samuel said. Kevin Samuel says. 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 Kevin Samuel says.
This driveway ghost likes to mess around. Published by Scary and Mysterious Stuff in March of 2021, CCTV footage caught something scary and mysterious in this driveway. The video shows a rock flung or kicked onto the driveway from something off camera. A moment later, a ball bounces into view from a space to the side of the drive. It rolls around for a moment before coming to a standstill. Then a chair scrapes forward and is leaning off of the step back and forth before being flung forward onto the drive. Sounds are heard out of sight, followed by a small footstool thrown into view from the same storage space. A strange shadow is seen on the back wall, floating in the air. It moves into frame and hovers before retreating back again. Then a fuller shadow figure makes its way into the picture. Rather, it looks like a strange creature crouched down is casting a large shadow against the wall. The floating figure appears again higher up on the wall, where these mysterious beings causing the poltergeist activity. I guess we'll never know for sure. Number 20, Live Ghost. Would you follow a ghost into the woods? Published by the channel Ghost Hunting. This ghost hunter has found exactly what he's been looking for. Driving down a road at night, the ghost...
Man, you David, you said you've heard that if you're able to remember your dreams, you have a good diet. I can tell you that's a lie. I can probably, because my diet ain't shit. And I can tell you stories about my about my dreams. Like I have these long dreams that could be made into movies. Like, y'all want to hear it? Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all one of my dreams, right? Okay, so I've had this dream multiple times. It's through and through, right? All right, so I'm not in the dream. I'm just like a viewer. It's like I'm just watching it, right? So it's in the woods, and it's in like what feels like a like in your dreams. It's not always, you don't recognize everything. There's some things are just a feeling that you have. Like sometimes like you say your mom will be in your dream, but your mom won't look like your mom. But in your dream, you know her to be your mom. Like that kind of thing. Like so. I'm in the woods. The setting is like something, definitely feels like I'm in another country, because there's the setting of like kind of like cliffs and that kind of stuff. So there's not that we don't have cliffs here, but you know what I mean. You could just tell, you know what I mean. So it's in the woods, and there's this guy, and he's running in the woods, like running like something's chasing him, and he's just running, and there's like a clear path though through the woods, like a trail. He's running through that. And I guess he gets like out of breath or whatever. So he stops, but he's still being chased. So he climbs up this tree, right? And then this man, this figure approaches, and like he's got like this long cape-like thing on. Like he's giving Dracula vibes is the way that I'm feeling. Like it's very Dracula type vibes. But he's not running after him or anything. He's just calmly walking. So he gets to the tree and he stops and he looks up and he sees the man, and the man is just up there, just screaming, like crying, like, leave me alone, leave me alone. And the man is like very calm, the one on the ground. He's very calm. And he tells the man in the tree, he says, hey, so I've come to kill you. And I'm going to eat you. Like in the calmest of voices, he's just explaining to him that this is where it ends. This is what's going to happen. Don't be scared. This is what's going to happen. This is how he's talking to the man. So the man is really freaking out now, right? Oh, thank you, Frozen. Thanks for the super chat. And so now he's really terrified and screaming because it's like there's no way out, right? So so the guy says, he says, okay, how about this? I won't kill you, but I have to take something from you. And he's like, what do you mean? And the guy says, I have to take like something, like an organ, something from you. I could take a kidney. I could take, like something. We will just agree that I will take something, but you will live. If you come down from the tree now, I will let you live, but I'll just take something from you, but you'll live. Right? So having nothing else what else can he do? He says he agrees. So he comes down from the tree and he follows the man through the woods, and they come out into, it's like a clearing, and then there's like a fucking castle. I shit you not, like a castle. So they go up into the castle, and the man leads him into this room and leaves him in the room and says, you stay here and I'll be back. So he leaves the room, he locks it so the man can't get out, and it's high up. It's a castle, for God's sake. It's a castle. So he looks out the window, of course, and I see a view. It's definitely in another fucking country, I can tell you that. So he's just standing there in the room. There's a bed in there, but everything's all dusty and old, and and on the bed is a suitcase, like an old brown, old-timey suitcase that's like partially latched, but not fully latched. And it starts moving. The suitcase starts moving. And so the man is like, what the fuck? So he goes up to the suitcase and is like feeling it, and it's just steady kind of bouncing. And then he unlatches it and opens it up. And there are these little fucking things inside of it. It's like, they're not people. They're not like little people, but they're human-ish, but they're small, like little monsters. And they start climbing out. And then the man comes back into the room. He opens the door, comes back in, and he says, oh, you found my babies. And the man's looking like, what the fuck? How is this your babies? What the fuck is this? And then he says, okay, so I lied. You are going to die. And, my babies are going to eat you. And the man starts screaming, and they jump on him, and they're just like tearing him apart. Now, I've had this exact same dream, and then it just goes away. The dream is just gone, and there's nothing else to see. It's either I wake up, I guess, but that's the end. Both times I've had the dream, I got into the same exact place in it, and then I was up. It was over. Isn't that some weird shit? Like, I wasn't in the dream. I'm not a character. It's like I'm just watching it like a fucking movie. And I always thought that was the weirdest thing. Like, isn't that like, yo, you found my babies. I thought that was like, though, it was always like one of the weirdest dreams. And I always was like, I should have wrote that. Not I should have wrote it down, because as you can see, I remember it very clearly. But that's because I've had it multiple times. I've had the exact same dream multiple times. Like, I can see their faces. I can see the man's face, and I can feel his fear. Yeah, that's the thing about in your dreams. It's like you can feel the things that are happening. You can feel them, like really, really feel them. Like I could feel his fear, like the level of fear that he had. Yeah, man. I had it. There's a movie out called Pick One or Choose, or it's like somebody like you choosing which way that you're going to die or whatever. Like you get to pick a one of the things or whatever. I had a dream like that when I was a kid. It was like I was sitting on my front porch, and this guy comes out of fucking nowhere. And when you're a kid, you're afraid of fans. like the. I don't know if y'all are all old enough, but the fans used to be like metal inside. Like the blades used to be closer to metal and less plastic. So, like the fear, we used to have this fear of having our fingers cut off or something, or your face cut off or something in a fan. Like, so this guy comes up on the porch and he's like, you get to, I'm going to kill you, but you're going to choose which way that you want to die. And he gave me 2 choices. And one of the choices, I don't even remember what the other choice was. I just remember the fan one. Like he said the fan. He was gonna put my face in this fan. And I said, like, I do not remember the other choice because when I heard the fan, I freaked out and I woke up. But I remember because that was like the ultimate fear, the fan. Oh, not the fan. Anything but the fan, sir. I think it was something with a blade though. With the other choice, I don't remember what it was though. Yeah. When I tell you guys, I used to have night terrors. I grew like literally. There was not a night. There was not a single night in my childhood where I did not have a nightmare. Even before I would fall asleep, I would start to see things. That shit crazy. Like I'd be laying in my bed. Now in retrospect, I think it's because my vision is horrible. Like my vision is horrible. So when I take my glasses off and it's dark, like you shut the light off and I don't have my glasses on, everything looks weird. So I think now in retrospect, a lot of that stuff, where I wasn't asleep yet and I would still see things, is because of my vision. Possibly. It could have been because of my vision, but that's in retrospect, but back then I remember oh, here you go. I'll tell y'all this story. If you've seen, I don't know if y'all been watching my videos from way back, but I told a story, a ghost story, where I had seen it was like a yellow jersey. I don't know if any of y'all remember this, but I had fell asleep. I was doing homework and I fell asleep sitting up in my bed. Like I was in my bed doing homework. This is the only time in my life where I had a bed that sat in the middle of the room that wasn't up against the wall because like I said, I had issues. Like when I was not asleep, I had to be facing the wall. Okay, if I woke up in the middle of the night and I was facing outside, like looking out at my room, I would scream. I would just wake up and I would just scream. My mom used to have to wake up every night and come into my room because I would scream. Every single night I woke up screaming. Imagine that. Like that. I did that every single night. And then so eventually my mom just stopped coming. She just stopped coming. And I had to just deal with it. So I was like in a fetal position, facing my wall, blanket pulled over my covers, bed pushed completely up against the wall because something could come up between the wall and my bed. Like if I woke up and my feet were sticking off the bed, I was going to scream. If I woke up, my hand was hanging off the bed, I was going to scream. Like everything made me scream. Like I had the worst nights that a person can have. Like it was terrible. I tell you, it was terrible. That was my childhood. It was like, I just had the worst time. Remember, like I would be about to go to sleep or whatever. And I would hear like something. It was like the only time I would ever pick my head up if I was in my bed. Cause once the light, no, my sister was a little bit of an asshole. So what she would do, there is one time what she did, I was in the bed. She had braided her hair into she had these 4 plaits, 4 or 6 black braids in her hair, 2, 2, and 2. And her hair's always been long. So it's like these 6 braids or whatever. And so the lights are out. She comes and hovers over me, just hovers her head over me. I turn up, looking like she whispered or something. So when I turned up to look up and see what it was, there she was hovering over, looking like a giant fucking spider because it was dark. People love to fuck with me because I'm so scared. I told y'all what my ex-husband did with the bunny rabbit and the prayer. And he threw it in the room and shut the light off on me. Now I lay me down to sleep. Oh my God. It's been rough, y'all. It's been rough for you, girl. I just now got to a place where I can, like in the last, 5 years or so, where it's not so bad. But then I started with the fucking sleep paralysis. That really fucked me up. But now, I'm way better now. Like now I could, if I wanted to, I could sleep on my back if I wanted to tonight. Like I never could have done that back in the back. Like I never could have done it. But now I could actually do it and fall asleep. Which I mean that used to be unthinkable. Yeah. Yeah, but she wasn't scared of nothing. Like my sister, she could sleep. She would literally have her arm hanging off the bed and she would pass out like that. Like for me, if that happened, it's because I rolled around in my sleep and accidentally ended up like that. But she would sleep just like that. She feared nothing. Like I had all the fear in the world and she had none of the fears. But I actually used to see stuff though too. I used to see things. I ain't gonna get into that. I don't want to have that in my brain when I go to sleep tonight. But I've had, those types of issues.
Ghost hunter sees a figure wearing white up ahead. The figure's robe is fluttering as it walks forward. The man lays on his horn and continues driving toward it. The robed figure looks like it's running, but when the ghost hunter beeps again, it stops. It then continues running. The man parks and gets out of his vehicle as the robed figure stops. Up close, it looks like a headless figure with broad shoulders. The mysterious white-clad entity then runs into the woods, and the man races back to his vehicle. Was this figure a ghost, a headless horseman, or just some strange prank in the middle of the night? Number 19, chair goes nuts.
Yeah, it was a prank. Ain't nobody gonna get out of their car and go and follow that motherfucker. Now, what if he turn around and come running at you? Then what? I know what color you are. I know that. That bravery, that confidence that come out of nowhere. I know what that is. That's that caucasity, honey. They be brave for no reason at all. Like, just, I don't know. I just feel like nothing's gonna happen to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the caucasity.
Are apps the best method by which to gauge the paranormal around us? Published by QTube in August of 2021. These guys are freaking out after seeing something sitting in a chair in their home via an app filter. They note that another chair nearby looks completely normal, but when scanning the chair next to it with the filter, it's red hot with energy.
This chair isn't. Look, this one's fine, but you go on this chair, someone is sitting on this chair, guys.
They're sure that someone is sitting in this chair. Is technology finally allowing us to engage with the invisible energies around?
Yeah, except for the fact that when he moved it back to the other chairs, it was in the other one too. Oops. Oh my God. No, you would not have, Michael. Cut it out. Cut it out. You would have never followed him across the bridge, because if he started running back to you, you'd have had to throw it in reverse and then ran off the bridge. You would not have. Cut it out. Cap.
Around us, or is the filter just glitching? I think they should try using a thermal camera in this room. It might just reveal more than what we saw here. Number 18, not the wind. What would you do if a poltergeist became more and more aggressive? Published by D-Dog Michael in January of 2022. This scary video follows this paranormal explorer through an abandoned building. Michael first encounters some unsettling sounds like bottles trembling. He thinks it's just the wind at first, but the sound becomes louder and more aggressive. This makes him run back downstairs. As they continue to explore, a window panel slides open, and later he hears regular banging noises in the hallway. When he goes to investigate, the banging noises get louder and more frequent. As he approaches a door, he asks the spirit if he can go in and look around, but the spirit seems to answer in the negative.
저 잠깐만 들어가도 될까요? 사람.
He runs off but returns to the same door, and as he's reaching toward the knob, he hears something inside. Finally, inside the room, there doesn't appear to be anyone around, but he hears another sound. Out in the hallway again, he reaches for a second door, and a loud noise is heard behind him.
우리 얘기를 합시다.
Later, he is in a dark bathroom when chaos again breaks out behind him.
잠깐만요.
He continues into a bedroom, and then he sees this shape in the window.
안으로 들어가 보시.
Michael decides it's time to leave this place before whatever haunts it won't let him go. Number 17, Sleep Well, published in October of 2019. In the video, a woman is sleeping peacefully in bed when her bedroom door creaks open wide. Soon, the rocking chair in the corner of the room starts rocking, lightning and thunder outside. A ball on a shelf rolls from its place, and the woman continues to sleep peacefully. Several books spring from their shelf, and a couple of knickknacks fall. The horse painting above the woman's bed moves. This is where things get real. The flower pot is shoved unceremoniously from the shelf, which is then thrown over onto the floor. Simultaneously, a bedside lamp springs up from its place. The camera starts going whack through this entire episode, and then
Now this is where I call bullshit, because that whole dresser fell and your ass ain't moved. She ain't even flinch. Like, because you could flinch and just think, oh, you just, got a little something made you flinch, and so you just go back to sleep. But you're still going to hear that noises which are going to make you flinch. Like, she ain't even moving a bit.
everything is pulled from its place at once. The rocking chair tips over, the bedside table, even the woman's blanket is pulled right off of her. The door slams, and yet she doesn't awaken, because as it turns out, this video is just a commercial.
Exactly. It's a commercial. I knew it. I'm like, you all some bullshit. It's a mattress commercial, I bet.
Would you be able to sleep through all of this? If not, maybe it's time to get a new mattress. Number 16, Scaring the Ghost. Maybe to the ghosts were the scary ones. Published by Paranormal Boys in September of 2021. This unexpected poltergeist activity scared this crew to their wits' end. The short clip shows everyone panicking as a foundry door opens of its own accord. They all scream as they watch the door stand ajar for a moment before slowly closing again. Did this paranormal crew just scare the living daylights out of a ghost? As YouTuber Jojo Cannon writes, I bet that ghost was like WTF dudes. I couldn't agree more. Number 15, The Flash. Nothing. Posted to the r/Chills Narrator subreddit, Redditor Sufficient Wish 3111 was on a Discord call with a friend when something mysterious happened. He writes, Buddy, I literally have no idea what happened here. I went into a Discord call with a friend, and just as we started talking, some weird light flashed and blinded me for a second. I always have NVIDIA Shadow Play on, so I decided to save and share this with you. Maybe you have the answer. I can certainly see what he is talking about. There's a massive flash of light that illuminates the entire room, and just as quickly as it appears, it's gone. Both men are clearly surprised by the ordeal, and I'm not sure what could have caused it. Perhaps a power surge? Let me know what you think happened here. Number 14,
Nothing
bunker
happened here.
investigation. While exploring a military bunker in Britain, these ghost hunters may have made contact with the passed on. Published by Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations in November of 2021, this investigation turns up frights galore. As the pair first tries to communicate with the spirits, something is lurking behind them.
Was that hard on you? And
Heard that.
so did I.
They then hear scraping footsteps and deep breathing.
I can hear tapping, scraping.
They hear noises behind and in front of them.
There's noise coming from down behind us. Behind me. Again, I heard noise, but this time it was from in front of me.
A chrome car driving by.
While they continue to try and communicate, the cameraman notices something moving at the end of the tunnel and zooming in captures what he believes to be a figure in the doorway. Later, they've also captured the partial apparition of what they think is a female phantom positioned behind a GoPro set up in another room. Did these investigators indeed capture some true paranormal entities? Maybe the souls of the soldiers who lost their lives in this bunker never left. Number 13. Hide and seek. Warning, don't play hide and seek with the paranormal. Published by Ehab Kazmaya in December of 2021. This scary video details the haunting of a very active poltergeist. Almost immediately upon entering, creepy noises are heard inside the abandoned place. While wandering through, the loud bangs begin.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
The paranormal explorer enters the room from which the sounds are heard but finds it empty.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. A'udhu bi kalimatillahi at-tammat.
He hears a child's haunting sing-song voice as he continues to explore. It continues for a while and then stops. He tries to find its maker and pulls open a door.
Naam?
No one is there, and the voice seems to taunt him. He hears footsteps and the child starts laughing at him.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
He enters another room and the ceiling fan is spinning slowly. There doesn't appear to be electricity in here, and the fan is too far overhead to touch. The fan stops spinning, but when the explorer leaves and re-enters the room, he finds it spinning again. Something runs up behind him.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
And doors bang.
كمان مرة.
But there's nothing in sight. More banging and crashing ensues. But again, nothing is found making the noise. Is there a child djinn in this place? And if so, what is his game? Number 12, Haunted Cabin. As if the woods weren't scary enough. Published by Paranormies in November of 2021. This scary footage reveals a haunted cabin in the woods. In the short clip, these paranormal explorers hear their REM pod go off upstairs, but as they head up, crashing erupts behind them.
Oh, you f***ing heard that.
What's going on here?
They re-enter the room and hear a clear word on one of their paranormal devices.
Violence!
Violence?
What frights are in store for them? Judging from what I've seen so far, these ghosts certainly seem active in this haunted cabin. Number 11.
That ain't no haunted fucking cabin.
Is this the world's angriest poltergeist? Published by Paranoiacs in December of 2021. When the crew arrives at this place in the mountains, they quickly discover they're not alone. They enter the building and hear more and more banging noises. When the camera turns toward the door, a pale face can be seen briefly peering around it. More banging erupts upstairs. And it sounds like things are being thrown down to prevent the crew from coming up. They head back outside and the banging continues. This has sent one of the crew into hysterical laughter. Then the door bursts open.
Be like, bitches,
back
you
inside,
possessed.
things
Why
are
is you
still being
laughing?
thrown around. They head back to the stairs and finally venture upstairs, despite the poltergeist not letting up. Back on the ground floor, a large iron pole is thrown. And what sounds like footsteps are heard above them. When they make it to the top, they probably wish that they hadn't. After more torment from the poltergeist, something again peers around the corner. Is this what's causing all the mayhem? If so, the power coming from this small figure is terrifying. Number 10. What's on the wall? If you don't want poltergeists keeping you up at night, you might want to erase that pentagram on the wall. Published by Seeker of Ghosts in December of 2021, a demon poltergeist is captured in action in this scary video. The crew enters the apartment to find a red pentagram drawn on one wall with unusual symbology drawn around it. It seems like whoever was here before was welcoming demonic activity with open arms, and the demons obliged. In one clip, a doll spins around on its own, sliding very quickly across the floor. Later, a string that's hanging across the room appears to be cut by something invisible. And then, the most shocking evidence, a stool flies across the room, scraping over the floor. Are the demons responding to the pentagram? What are they trying to tell?
Reach. Yes. What is the explanation? What's the explanation, Michael? Michael says he has an explanation for the banging. Yeah, right.
All these ghost hunters. I think the best decision is to get the heck out of there. Number 9. Seaway Cemetery. There's something more to this cemetery than what meets the eye. Published by KBC Cazadores de Fantasmas in January of 2022. Crew senses a presence at the Seaway Cemetery. As they're wandering through the grounds, something makes a sound behind the wall.
Hey.
They all run to different parts of the wall to try and look in. Nothing is beyond it. Later, a strange light flashes, again from behind the wall in the graveyard. Something is sinister here, but I'm not sure what. Number 8, Saratoga Light. As the legend goes, the Saratoga Light appears on haunted Bragg Road, a dirt road in southeast Texas. Many witnesses have observed the ghost light, with some believing it has paranormal origins due to a legendary railway incident in which a railroad worker lost his head. He is now believed to search for it in the night, carrying his lantern. Published by The Vortex in October of 2018, this scary video sees the man's search for the mysterious Saratoga Light. During their 8-mile drive along the creepy ghost road, the paranormal investigators eventually start to see a beam of light. They stop along the dirt road and get out to capture the light, which they think might be a car, and it does turn out to be a vehicle as they discover when they drive ahead. But at the same time, they said they caught a mysterious light behind them which disappeared, a bright glowing red one. The eerie light doesn't seem to be far off. Many in the comments claim to have seen the light firsthand along this road. YouTuber 5th Gen Texan Texas Forever writes that he saw it years ago while walking along the road in the dark. He explains, "It appeared suddenly right in front of us, zipped away and came back really quickly, then disappeared again right in our faces. While this glowing red doesn't appear to zip away, the many confirmed sightings of the Saratoga Light certainly make me consider believing." Number 7, Rat Pack Flash. Do you believe our loved ones never leave us? Published by Seth Ponder in April of 2014. This spirit of a grandma wants a cookie. Ponder writes, Sarah was making Lois's cookies for cousin Jenny while listening to the Rat Pack, Lois's favorite, when the lights flashed many times. Lois is, I presume, Sarah's grandma who passed away. The security camera captures the activity as Sarah nonchalantly acknowledges the lights are doing it again. The couple thinks she is trying to communicate with them through the lights. Is grandma working in mysterious ways, or does this house have an electrical issue? Honestly, the first option is way better. Number 6, Nighttime Stroll. This ghost has a lot on his mind.
That was the man hitting the light switches. Duh. I mean, he set up the camera, then he left the room. I mean, really? Then after he finished, he came back and got the camera. I mean, if this was a trial, I mean, well, geez. Has there been any black people in these videos?
Published in August of 2020.
Exactly, FP. Exactly is the answer to that question. You don't even need to give a real answer to that. That's the answer. Exactly. Is there any black people in? Exactly.
2021 by Gankwa P. This scary short video has got me freaked out. The security footage shows an alley outside a gated home in what I believe is Thailand. Soon a semi-transparent phantom shape appears. It can be seen against the darkness of the gate beyond. It moves past the gate and disappears. Is this ghost taking a nighttime stroll, or do we need to call a medium? Number 5.
Okay. I think Chills might have got bored. Y'all want to move on to the next one? Because he's just showing us surveillance of people walking their neighbors. This is basically surveillance of the neighbors at this point. Well, let's see if there's any good ones in here.
Linda Vista Hospital. Who is following the Ogden paranormal crew around this haunted hospital? Published in July of 2020, these paranormal investigators are exploring Linda Vista Hospital in East Los Angeles. The first activity spotted are strange lights in a darkened hallway. The lights look almost like reflective eyes. They twinkle in the darkness. Later, as they're exploring, an unexplained laugh is heard.
Sarge, you can do that again for me? What happened?
The cameraman wonders if it's a dog, but it sure doesn't sound like one. They continue, but then one of the crew shrieks.
What? What happened?
You
What happened? What happened? Talk to us. You gotta tell us.
What happened?
What'd you see?
That flipping door closed.
What? No.
She says one of the doors up ahead closed this house. Published by Proving Demons in December of 2021, these paranormal explorers couldn't last the whole night in this very haunted house.
Right?
Immediately upon entering, they see that this house houses some strange stuff. They soon start to hear creepy noises.
Now these are short, David, because like Chills and you know, what's it, Nuke's Top 5, like that what they do, they take small clips of whole videos that other people have on their channels and stuff, like where they have the whole thing. So if you were to like check, like I put the links to the ones, the videos compilations that I'm playing, but if you click on theirs, you'll be able to see where they got theirs from, and you can see the full videos. Like say this what we're watching right now, them walking around this place. If you go to his video, like to the video like itself, the link that I put there, it will show you where to find the actual full videos of these that he took the snippets from. So that's why it's this. Like the channels that I'm watching are the ones that take snippets from the other things and they just make a compilation video. So that's why you're seeing shorts. It's not because the videos that these people made were so short. Like it's just a small thing. They do full, it's like full walkthroughs of the house and the whole footage. But they just pull like the one snippet piece of when something happened. You know what I mean? So that's how that works.
As well.
I know, so just stick close to me. Shh. What was that?
They also think they hear walking upstairs.
Yo, is there somebody in here?
Yeah,
As they're looking up the stairs, they start to hear a woman's voice humming. They don't encounter whatever is making the noise, but later as they're about to use a paranormal device, they hear another strange sound. A second sound follows as they're trying to make their way through all the garbage to leave.
Come with me.
They manage to get out of the place, and maybe just in time. Number 3, Kempton Park. This haunted hospital is said to heal the passed away. Published by Sean DeCoke in March of 2013. Right? This hospital was abandoned in 1996 for no apparent reason, after being considered one of the best healthcare facilities in the country. These investigators want to know why. They enter one of the hospital theaters and are reading notes written on a whiteboard when this strange noise is heard. They note that no one heard it in the moment, only later on the recording. As they make their way to the next theater, the cameraman feels a presence and turns around to film. Shortly after, the camera goes haywire in the theater. As they continue on their tour, a door bangs shut. Later, someone is whistling a tune, and it's not one of the crew. Many in the comments agree that this hospital is haunted, and some have even been in it and confirm that strange occurrences are frequent. Would you be brave enough to enter? It's a nope from me. Number 2, Demon Doll. Believe it or not, this doll is scarier than she looks. Published by Road to X in November of 2020. They encounter this creepy doll directly upon entering, covered in red. Let's hope that's paint. And then,
ain't she beautiful? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 10 minutes old. Oh my gosh.
and this happens.
Oh, you
Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillin' and chase it down. They find no one in the hallway, but do find this strange barrier blocking their path. They ignore it and continue searching for a time. Someone comes racing out of one of the rooms. They chase the figure, but when they get up the next flight of stairs, he has disappeared. After searching this floor for a while, to no avail, they hear this voice. Where is it coming from? And whose is it? Though they attempt to chase it down, they never do find out. So I guess for now, it will remain a mystery. Some footage is so horrifying that it shouldn't.
Man, that wasn't no haunted footage. That was a security check. They were going in. They were like, man, there's some kids up in this building. They ain't supposed to be in here. Let's go get them. Because you see somebody, if you see something you think is a ghost, you're going to instinctively run at it. No. You're going to sit, you're going to be startled. Stand real still. Take a while to process. Should I go up there and check now that it seems like it's clear? If you don't just run out right there on the spot. Oh, is that like a deformed monkey or something? Almost said something that wasn't nice. Kind of remind me of somebody. He looked like somebody.
Some videos are too scary for the internet, others mysteriously vanish into thin air. In the case of these top 10 scary videos, it's all of the above. Number 10, Alabama Ghost Girl. She was there and then she wasn't. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Hazel Gree. This mysterious video was captured on a dashboard camera while driving a dark road in Alabama. The camera takes the road undisturbed, her dress swaying in the wind. The driver and his friend both gasp and turn to look at her. The woman seems completely oblivious and untroubled about the man and even called the police. The woman was never found. The Reddit